What's going on, you guys? I just wanted to take this time to do a little venting and ranting, I guess. I recently, and by recently I mean literally just yesterday, quit my job because of some BS that was happening. My hand was literally forced, and it baffles me how immature, unreasonable, and vindictive some people just are. I walked into work yesterday, literally, as soon as I stepped my foot into work, I was getting bitched at about some lie that was told on me. Basically saying that I was lazy and I don't do anything and they're getting tired of me, blah, blah, blah. Now, there's a few things wrong with that, but one major one is that I show up to work every day, do what I'm supposed to do. One of the hardest workers there, I'm probably the hardest worker there. We go through 5 different temps a week because they can't find anybody. So when I applied for this job, I really hit it off with the manager that was originally there, that was doing the hiring, that was doing the applications and the interviews and all that stuff. A few months into it, he ends up leaving because he had enough of their BS from, the higher ups. So when he left, one of the sales associates became manager. I mean, her and I always got along, bumped heads once in a while, but nothing out of the normal, So she's maybe there, a manager a week, 2, maybe 3 weeks, and she brings in family, a nephew and a son. Now, right there is a red flag. You're not supposed to be able to, when you're in a management position like that, bring in your own family. That's just not good business. So already that was a red flag, not just for bad business, but also it's going to be favoritism too. So anyway, these lies get told on me from her family, her son and nephew. Basically saying I'm lazy, I don't do anything, blah, blah, blah. Now, of course, I try to defend myself that I didn't stand there and hold my ground long, because there's no reasoning with people once they have something in their head that they believe is true. It's like banging your head against the wall. You're not going to do anything with it. So she obviously had her own truth in her head. Didn't want to hear anything I was saying. Right there, favoritism. You're going to believe some kids, given I know they're family, but just because they're family doesn't give them, control over you, saying, oh, they're always right, they wouldn't lie to me, blah, blah, blah. But you're going to believe them over someone that's been here the longest, someone that's showed up every single day when he was supposed to, busted his ass for little to no pay. And yeah, it was just a bad way to start off the morning, as soon as you walked in. So I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go back, do what I have to do. And that was it. Go home at the end of the day. So, a few hours goes by. I was texting a customer, and a little backstory about this customer is that she bought a bunk bed about 4 months ago. And she got it home, got it built, and realized that there was a part that was like a piece of wood that was just cracked all the way through, and she needed that part, and asked us if we could find one for her. So it took like a week to go through all the boxes we had to find it. I couldn't find it. Called the owner of the business, said, hey, this is what this woman is looking for. I can't find it. You said you ordered it. Where is it? The owner finally ends up coming to the store eventually, going back there, said, here it is. This will work. Tell her it will work and come pick it up, blah, blah, blah. I was like, are you sure? The picture doesn't even match what she has. Like, oh, it's gonna work, it's the piece you need. And she has a problem with it, tell her to call me, blah, 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 blah. So we get the customer out there after the owner left, of course, because this is how she works. She's like, she wants to talk shit about people and behind their back, but she won't confront them. So, kind of like what I'm doing now, but this is just a vent. This will help me. It's just to see, like, remind myself in the future not to put myself through this shit again. Like, know your worth, everyone. Know your worth. If you feel like something's wrong and it's stressing you out, do what you need to do to get out of that situation. Seriously. So, this customer probably came 3 or 4 different times throughout to see if we had the part. And each time I would take her back, is this it? No, that's not it. Next time, is this it? No, that's not it. And finally, she just had enough, which I don't blame her. And it's like, you know, here, I'll get you on the phone with the owner and you can talk to her. And they're going at it for a while, blah, blah, blah. The customer's trying to explain why it wasn't the part that they gave her wasn't working. And the owner wasn't having any of it because she's one of those types where she can never be wrong and it's her way or no way and blah, 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 blah. So, I text this customer yesterday saying, hey, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here, but I just thought you'd like to know that the owner will be here this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if you want to come and talk to her, blah, blah, blah. I'm quitting because I'm just tired of this getting mistreated and getting talked down to and not being believed and just getting all these lies told on me. So she ends up texting the boss, and the boss yells for me from up at the store because she's too lazy to get up and come talk to me. Now, usually when a boss needs to talk to you about something, especially if it's personal, they will take you somewhere in private and talk to you about it. They won't yell at you in front of other coworkers and letting them know what's going on. That's another red flag. If you're emotionally distraught and immature for a management position, you don't need to be in that position. It just doesn't make sense. If you're a very emotional person and you like to act on emotion, being a lead, a management position, boss, supervisor, same diff, anything like that, you don't need to have any power like that. Because you're going to act off emotion and you're going to say stupid shit and do stupid shit. Which, 9 times out of 10, that's what happened. But it's just the unprofessionalism, the immaturity. Just, like, over time, I really started to, like, hate myself for still being there. And basically what I'm saying is, you guys, like, know your worth, again. If you feel like something's wrong, and you feel like you're being mistreated, do something about it. See, I could have talked to them a lot of times about it, but what good would that have done? Because they're not going to want to hear it. They're just, there's a couple times where it's like, alright, you guys are going too far with this crap, whether it's making fun of me or making fun of someone else or just, I usually don't care, but it gets old. Because they're the type of people, if you do that to them, look out. Like, there's going to be hell to pay. But if they do it to you, it's okay, and you just need to shut up and take it. It's almost like a form of bullying, but I don't care. It's like, if you know me, I make fun of people too. I make fun of you to you. And it's just, it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't. But when it gets repetitive, and say you're having a bad day and they start doing that shit, it's like, no. And then, if you're having a bad day, Adam, what's wrong? Nothing, I'm just stuff at home, blah, 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 I don't want to talk about it. Well, if you're going to have an attitude, then you need to go home, because I don't want to deal with it. Okay, so I can't have a bad day, I'm supposed to be this perfect person, right? But yet you come in 6 days, we'll say 6 out of 7 days, with just a piss poor attitude and like fuck the world look on your face. That's okay. That's okay for you. You can do all this stuff. But like when we have a bad day, it's like, well, don't be around me. Blah 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 blah. No, it sounds like I'm bitching, and I kind of am. That's just like, what kind of company employers treat their employees like that? It's like, some people really don't need to be in any type of power position. It's immature, it's unprofessional. I know I'm repeating myself on a lot of this, but it says, there's no other adjective to describe this. It's like, once you give these certain people like certain control, more freedom, more power, whichever, it's gonna go to their head. 9 times out of 10, power goes to people's heads. It's true. It's a fact. And then they start thinking, well, they can do whatever the hell they want to do. They'll leave when they want to. They'll take days off when they want to. Given I can't take any of those days off that I want because you guys don't want to hire somebody or train somebody to know where everything's at and what to do and what to get. I don't know how many times since I've been there, trained people, showed them what to do for that when I do have a day off, I could tell them what to do the day before and write it down and they'd do it. They never did it. And being the person that was in my position, being there the longest, I became stock manager. If something goes wrong on my days off, like I'm not there, somebody comes to pick up their stuff and it was the wrong loadout, or something got broke, or somebody can't find something. When I come back the next, and not even when I come back, I get texted or called that same day on my day off, and they're questioning me about it. It's like, am I there? No. How is this my problem now? Like, it's a lot of stress, and it's a big weight to hold when everything gets put on you. That's not your fault. So, and then you got a manager, or the owner of the place, that runs her, literally, the last time she was there while I was there, she ran her mouth about me behind my back, and I heard her. I wasn't going to say anything because at the time, I was like, whatever, she'll be gone in a couple days, I can deal with it. This fucker called me a retard, a stupid ass, all this other stuff behind my back within ear distance. I could hear her. So, like, that just shows you how immature they are. And then the fact that she can't take care of this customer that still needs her part, she's ignoring her, says she's gonna order this part, but she never did. I don't blame this customer for wanting to go to their store or getting a hold of her somehow and just ripping her a new asshole, because that's what she needs. A lot of those people there need a freaking attitude adjustment. And I was starting to become like angry and just intolerable from being around them all the time. A couple of them were good, but a lot of them were just disgusting, ugly people. Personality-wise, and this. Mainly what I'm saying is know your worth. Don't settle for less. You're more than whatever you're going through, and you need to better your life. I try to look on the positive sides more often now, like me not having a job at the moment gives me more time to focus on YouTube again. Tomorrow, hopefully, me and David have a dumpster diving video coming out that we're going to do. It's been about a year since we've done that. I can start finally doing my movie reviews. Like, I'm going to go see Detective Pikachu and like John Wick 3 this weekend, hopefully. And I'll do some movie reviews on that. Just a bunch of stuff. I can finally focus on being with my family and my fiance now, and just taking care of things that need to be done, and just hanging out more, Life is too short to be stressing out over little people. Do what you need to do that makes you happy. And this was just, my situation was just dogs. My situation was months and months. It's just building up. And Jesus, dogs. It was building up for months, so this was building up for months, and just I knew the day was gonna come. I also knew in the back of my head that the day I do leave, they're screwed. They never wanted to take the time to listen to me. They didn't want to take the time to go find where things are when I showed them. So, you know what? I hope this comes back and bites you in the ass. And I'm not gonna say like I'm the greatest worker ever. I'm not trying to get full of myself, but I really do hope you have a hard freaking time learning where everything is and what to do now. Because I'm not there. And I'm not there for you to put blame on anymore. So whatever happens now is on your ass. That's pretty much my vent video. Got some videos coming out this weekend. Hopefully that dumpster diving. Love you guys. See you later.